you know. So we have this, team also that we are picking up products, because there are items that, not available to ship in our address. So what we are doing, we pick up orders and then bring it in my in my house, and then that's the time that I'm going to handle the orders, and I'm the one who doing the shipment, directly to the customer. So it's not kind of drop shipping, it's a really a fulfillment center or a fulfillment merchant. So I'm the one who's doing the shipment to our customers. So that is the good, the good thing, in FBM, because we have this control, in the orders. And that will also help us to avoid those restrictions, suspensions because of that. But also we have this wholesale suppliers that we can apply, to the clients. So at least, it's we will not handle everything, so we have also these partners, wholesale suppliers, that we can apply and use them as our, suppliers to drop ship our orders.
Okay, so I think it's a little bit different than what I was led to believe. But you have so to recap real quick,
Mm-hmm.
you're based. Do you have a warehouse? Or
uh Actually, right now I'm doing this in my garage in my house.
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're buying stuff kind of in
Mm-hmm.
bulk. They're stored at your garage, and then when the
Uh-huh.
orders come through, then you're sending them out.
Yes. Yeah, I can share to you. So these are the actual, uh you know orders that we have. So like this, we have this, in the garage, we have those, orders, and we do like this. We do also doing everything. We are really, doing the fulfillment, myself, my husband also. So that's why it's real. It's not like, we are doing the fake tracking. We are really
Right.
doing you know the shipment. Yeah. Yeah,
So
actually,
I
we
have
do that in
somebody.
Amazon and Walmart.
Yeah, I have somebody that's doing something similar to kind of
Mm-hmm.
what you're doing, but they're kind of getting out of it a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. So I definitely need to find somebody else to work with. Um so but this isn't this are you
Mm-hmm.
ordering products prior to them shipping? I mean, sorry, prior to them
Mm-hmm.
selling. So I saw like some of the pictures, which are really cool,
Mm-hmm.
by the way. But like you have stuff on your shelf, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of more true FBM where we're purchasing in bulk, and then when the orders come, you're shipping them out.
Yes.
Whereas
Uh-huh.
drop shipping is kind of like we list the products, and then when it
Mm-hmm.
sells, we place the order and ship it directly to them.
Yes, 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 that's correct. Yeah, we will buy it, first, and I have it on hand, and then that's the time we're gonna sell it. And I
So
will do the shipment for the customers.
so
But we still only buy a minimum amount, like just enough to
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll ramp it up more once we see that that product is selling. And before we purchase any inventory, we do extensive research,
Mm-hmm.
product research, to make sure that it is a lot of traffic. And we normally also resell a lot of goods that are utilized daily. So it's normally a lot of traffic for everything.
Mm-hmm.
so when
Yeah,
we
we
talk
made
about
sure.
listing, go
Mm,
ahead.
yeah, we make sure that items we're gonna sell, before we buy it, or we will test it first, like 5 units, and then buy it, and then list it, and then sell it to the customer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What
And
is
then we will
your
restock.
so you guys are doing your own product research. You're not relying on like a different team.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We,
Do you have do you have VAs that are like placing the orders and like actually managing the stores and putting the products for sale and stuff, or is that something that you guys do?
yes, everything. We have VAs. Yeah, we have VAs that do the product research, listing, also the purchasing. And like what I said, actually the one that, also avoid us in the competition is we do also the pickups, no, because there are products that you cannot, you cannot, it's not available always to ship out. And those are the advantages that we have. And also for me, we have those, hidden treasures, because I go also in the stores per aisle and then take pictures of those items, per aisle, and that is our edge right now, that those items, they a lot of people doing online, they don't know it, but as we have those hidden treasures, I have those in the, our drive, and our BAs will do the research for that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you handle like returns? Do they
For returns, yeah. So for returns, what we do, yeah, I will receive the returns, and if the items are still good, so we will just resell it. If not, what we do is we will just ask, or report that to the supplier, so we can get the refund. And of course, we'll just dispose those damaged items.
Yeah. And then we just make sure that like the sales tracker sheet that we use is updated.
Mm-hmm.
So if the client is, we don't want a tracker showing that it was profitable when it was returned and they actually took a loss. Right.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I'm really big on ensuring that everything is as accurate as possible
Yeah.
for the clients. I really want them to be successful. Obviously, we will all be successful if the clients are successful, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So I really want to make sure that that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like you're using legitimate tracking information. You're not using fake tracking or anything.
Yes. No, no,
Um,
no. Mm-hmm.
where do you purchase your tracking from?
Yeah, so usually we use the pirate ship.
Pirate Ship. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
familiar.
Yeah. Or in Amazon, we will just buy directly to the Amazon Seller Central.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just don't. I want to. I'm gonna stay away from Amazon right now, just because of some of the things that I'm seeing on their platform.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we even have people that have been Section 3 deactivated, with drop shipping violations that have never drop shipped before.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's just a platform that I'm trying to avoid right now. That because of that, and then also just because they're holding people's money,
Mm-hmm.
and that's putting our clients and everybody in a really bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
So Walmart right now, I have about, I want to say, just kind of recently started it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Previously I had a good amount of clients, but when that happened with Walmart last year, it kind of soured me a little bit. But now I'm soured towards Amazon. So I have like 8 clients right now on Walmart. So I do need to find a solution for all of them, really. But this sounds like it sounds like kind of what you are doing is the same thing that I'm doing right now with another friend of mine. But that's getting out of it. They just don't have the capacity to continue doing it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So how many clients are you doing right now? And how many clients do you think you could take to be still successful to be able to do it?
Are you going to answer that, the Aris or me?
Um, you can go ahead and answer it. You can go ahead
Because
and answer.
I know, for example, for the other person that I was working with, right? Like they were not doing it full time though, so it's a little bit
Mm-hmm.
different, right? So this wasn't their full time job, but it was a stay at home mom, and
Mm-hmm.
looking to work from home and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it was working well, but now they're just kind of in a different spot. But
Mm-hmm.
as it grew and as we were doing well, their space became limited, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't do as much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just couldn't really keep up with it very well. So they want to take a step back. And
Mm-hmm.
today I'm still working with that individual, but I am trying to find a replacement for that person. And they're located in South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
which is where I'm at. I'm in South Carolina, so I'm on the East Coast.
Uh-huh.
So we're able to do it. Well, it's a little bit different because they're in the same town as me, so I can, if I need to visit them, I can drive to their house. I can see them. So I'm a little anxious of working with somebody across the country just because I see the pictures and stuff, but I've just been burnt by other poor VAs. And I'm not suggesting that you would be one of those because I can see your work and everything, but
Uh-huh.
And that's what, and not to just interrupt, but if you don't mind, Michael, allow me to interject.
Yeah.
And that's what made the partnership with Divine and I so amazing, because just like we've been up and down in the in the industry. And one thing that I love about this relationship is that Miss Divine is actually from the Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
but she lives in the U.S. as of right now. So that is probably the major difference between a lot of other agencies and what we have to offer. So it's a special relationship with the virtual assistants that we utilize remotely, and plus domestically. We're here and we're liable and just as responsible for the clients you bring just as much as you are.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, actually, Michael, so aside for this, I really started to be a virtual assistant. And right now I have this academy that I'm teaching Filipino virtual assistant. So that's why if you're asking about the manpower, I have a lot. I have a tons.
Okay.
So because yeah, so that's why yeah, I'm the one who's really handling the virtual assistant. So that is our partnership. So I'm the one who, monitoring my VAs, teaching them, doing this and everything, and also, so my part here is, this the fulfillment center. And for me, because I have a big dream, I have this goal that in 2024, I will get out in my garage and I will have my wholesale, my warehouse, so that's why if you are asking how many clients that I have, right now it's not that big. That's why I can handle, and my husband also helping me, and I already hired the part-time you know someone here locally. And like what I said, that is my goal, to have my own warehouse soon, and maybe this year or next year, uh no, 2023 later, or 2024, to have my own warehouse. So that's why I can help, we can help you, and we always looking forward for a long-term business partnership.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
before we got on this call, we was just discussing
Mm-hmm.
because I'm also a real estate investor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm very savvy at going through the clerk of courts. Actually, well, not just, it was maybe less than a year, around about a year, just sold a property in California. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm on the East Coast as well too, just as just as you are. So my skill and my team skip tracing skill is amazing at finding land, and I also have relationships with fabrication companies where I can assure you, Mr. Vine is saying 2024, but it's gonna be more like 2023 because we're growing and things are definitely being very successful. Our clients is receiving between 8 to 20% net profits monthly. It does vary. We would say an average, I would say maybe 10 to 12%, but definitely 8 to 20%. So I think it's a great opportunity if you could bring more clients over, and I can assure you that we're going to perform just as we already have been performing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that. I would much rather, to be honest, I would rather grow with somebody as opposed to some of these people are so large and they talk such a big game. It kind of turns me off a little bit just because I'm in this industry. I understand the struggles that there are in this industry. I understand how things have changed recently and things. And sometimes I feel like though some of the really large organizations and companies, things get lost through the cracks because they're so large and they're just not capable of keeping up. And they don't quite have a team fully trained and all that stuff. So I would definitely be open to the idea of kind of growing together. I want to do this the right way, right? And I want to be successful, just like everybody else. But I don't want to take on a ton of clients and then us underperform and then really be in a bad spot. So I don't have I love the ambition and starting at your garage and trying to grow into something bigger. Like, I think that's awesome. I've talked with, so I guess the person that referred me to you, I don't know if he's one of your VAs that you worked with before. I'm assuming. I believe I have his name is Arif. Does that sound familiar?
To be honest, we have so many people working with us and doing different things and scouting and recruiting the way I have lost track of their names. Actually, right now we probably have about at least a few hundred recruits.
Okay.
A few hundred recruits.
Okay. Let me look real quick. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. So you guys, all right. So if it does make sense and stuff, what are the rates? What do you charge, so I can figure out if it makes sense to what I'm trying to do, and then kind of go from there. And then I guess one of my other questions too, Darius, you said you're on the East Coast, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it Darius? Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's fine. Most people just call me Henry because it's so much easier. And shoot,
Gotcha.
I barely even say Darius correctly sometimes.
No,
Because you kind of got a pause in between. It's like D and then because it's
Darius.
apostrophe and then it's Aris and it's it's crazy. I don't know what my parents was thinking.
No, I got you. So do you have your own VA teams that you would prefer to work with, that you already have relationships with, or would I bring some VA teams that I have and then integrate them within your what you're doing?
Really, to be honest, we handle everything for clients that we work with. So we do A to Z.
Okay, so
We don't we already bring, so basically you bring a store over, we will have a VA to operate the store and we manage everything. That's normally how we do it. Because we
Mhm.
go ahead, Mr. Vine.
Yeah, I
Go
think
ahead.
if you already have your VA, sometimes you are more comfortable to them, so there's no problem to us, just make like a group chat with us, and then I'm willing also to teach them, other techniques, to help, to help each other, so yeah, we also handle, it depends, if it is new, like totally new accounts. Of course, we are the one who going to start, from scratch. But if
Right.
you already have existing clients and you already assign someone, VA to that store, yeah, you can just connect to us, and then, you know, uh, communication, and then we will usually what VAs, do you have, like Filipino, Pakistan,
Right now it's Pakistan, Bangladesh,
Mm-mm. Uh-huh.
Philippines.
Uh-huh.
But I want to say most of the ones that I have right now are Pakistan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can, communicate to them. Yeah, I work also to other, not only Filipinos.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I guess we need to talk about what makes sense rates wise and stuff. Obviously, I don't take a lot of money. I don't take any money up front from the clients that I'm working with. It's strictly kind of like profit splits, is how we did it. So I don't know what makes sense for you guys. But that's kind of how my operations is set up.
Well, with us, it's normally kind of case by case scenario because it just depends on what the client wants to do. Um, and it also depends on, if the client is doing anything up front at all, which we take on a lot of our clients, with no upfront, and then we try to make it maybe a back end or, or just a profit share. It just really depends. So I think what we can do, if you're truly interested in what we have, I would like to, once we get off the Zoom call, speak with my partner, and we just kind of talk it over. It just seemed like that's the best thing to do, to try to, have a huddle before each play.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then do you guys do anything with Facebook? Facebook Marketplace?
We were, but we kind of put it to the side. We put it to the side only for, to focus more on Walmart Marketplace and Amazon.
Okay. Okay. All right, yeah. Why don't you have a conversation with your team and everything, and then I will do the same with my guys. I am looking for some replacement. It would make more sense for me, for what I'm trying to do, to be a profit split as opposed to upfront money, just because I'm not collecting any upfront money from any of these people. And so that would make the most sense from my end. I want this to be successful because I want it to be successful for everybody, right? So for the client, for me, and for you. So otherwise, we just got to figure out what those numbers make sense and everything. I wouldn't want it to just be successful for me and not for you guys, or not for the client.
Right. Of course,
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure we can as well too. I'm very big on adjusting and making sure everything is all parties are satisfied and happy. So that would be very easy. Gosh, what I wanted to ask you. So if everything sounds good number wise, how soon would you be willing to bring on your first account at least?
This week, maybe next week, however long you need to get started. So Mrs. Divine, I know we're are we getting ready to run out of time here?
Yeah, briefly, yeah, shortly. I'm not really 100% sure how soon.
That's fine. Well, but yeah, I have several clients that I'm looking to move this month. And then I have some other ones in the wings, just kind of waiting to go. I'm not taking on any more clients right now until I figure this out. Right. So once I figure it out, and then I have other people that are interested, and I can probably get more clients. I just have to feel comfortable that we're all on the same page, and we can really attack this thing. So
okay, and does your clients that you have that potentially will want to start as soon as possible, do they have a website, or do they have a Amazon store or Etsy store or eBay store, just any type of store already?
These would be people that are actively selling on Walmart right now. So
so they're already selling on Walmart. So we're just kind of coming in
over
and replacing and taking over. Perfect. That's even better.
I have more that I have to get. They got to go through the approval process on Walmart and get approved to sell and all that stuff. So I'm very familiar with the process and how that works. But the ones I'm specifically talking about right now, they're already approved to sell. They've been selling on Walmart. I just need to replace what I was doing with them with somebody, with a new team, essentially.
Perfect. Well, I definitely feel like you found your team. You can start with one, whatever is more comfortable for you, or you can start with more. But I can definitely assure you that we can handle the business. Hold on 1 second.
I can text you too my information, my email. And then that way we can continue our conversation after you talk to your team.
Okay, perfect. And just give it a few more seconds.
Yeah.
I think what my other question was, and just asking for those for the Amazon clients where they're stuck in the account, you haven't found a team yet to possibly reimburse. Get the clients reimbursed.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Some of them have